They were charged with documenting and assisting when someone's magic awoke, helping them understand it. Evie looked down at her watch when she saw shooting colors of light begin to appear, revealing far more than a teasing.
It is 4:02 in the morning. Good morning, my beautiful friend. Happy first day of work to me. Happy first day of the last week of the program that I'm in. This morning, I woke up like around 1 in the morning, and I woke up and I was like, oh great, like I missed all my alarms again. And I checked the clock and it was 1 in the morning. So then I had a hard time going back to sleep because then I was really scared that I was gonna miss the alarms. I am really nervous. Like, I literally feel like all of this, like my jaw, I just feel it very, what's the word? Very tense. Like, it feels super, super tense. And I think I'm just really, really nervous for my first day back at work, which I don't have anything to be nervous about. I just, I always get like this and I overthink everything. From the last time that you guys saw me, I've gotten myself a haircut and then I got like a little friend right here because I've been overthinking and so nervous. So that's what's been going on with me. I'm listening to Assistant to the Villain today and I'm liking it so far. I just feel like I was having a hard time getting into the physical book. I have it on my bookshelf. Oh no, you guys can't anything. So I just thought I'd audiobook this one. Alrighty guys, I don't want to delay this any longer. We're doing lower body. I am now all ready to go into my, okay, it's not really the first day of work. It is, but it's not. It's actually just some training today that we're doing. So all ready for that, and I'm really nervous, but I am really, really happy that I actually got a workout in this morning. I think that that really, really helped me. I feel good. I feel like that was a good workout. I did take some notes while I was working out because there was some stuff that I wanted to kind of go over. For the elevated split squats, if you guys have been watching my vlog, you know that those were introduced to my fitness plan last week and they were my least favorite of the week. So this morning when I saw that they were on my plan, I didn't check before going into the gym. I actually just started working out and I saw that they were on the lineup to be the next workout. I didn't want to go in with the negative mindset on them. I just thought to myself, okay, well, how can I make it better? Like, why am I not liking the lunges? So after rewatching my video from last week, I think that the best thing for me was to lower the weight. So last week I did them using 17.5 pounds, and then this week I went down to 15. And I feel like going down on the weight really, really helped me focus on my form and the balance, because I think another reason why I don't like them is because of the balance. I'm terrible with balance and I slowed down the movement. I actually stopped recording my last few sets, and in the last set, what I didn't get on camera because I just, wanted to focus on my workout, but what you didn't see on camera was me really, really slowing down that movement. I'll put a picture of how the trainer on the app is showing you to do them, and I made sure to slow it down a little bit more than what she was doing because I really wanted to make sure I was targeting my muscles and I was really focusing on my balance. So weight, we can always go up, like I always say. I think I need to work more on my warm-ups, and I need to set more time for my warm-ups. I am warming up, but I feel like a lot of times my right leg warms up before my left leg, and so I just feel a little bit like my left leg is just kind of like more stiff, if that kind of makes sense. I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you guys know that I actually just got a text from a very, very amazing friend of mine that works at the school. I met her last year, and so she actually texted me. She's like, hey, I'll see you there. And I was so excited because I didn't know she was going to be there today. Knowing that she's going to be there today makes me not as nervous as I was. And she even texted and she's like, do you want to sit together during like the meeting and the training? And I was like, yes. Like, I think that's one thing that I was like really nervous about. Even at age 28, like I get really nervous about that. I was talking to Vinny and I was telling Vinny, like, it's not that serious, Vinny, but I'm really nervous. Like, but I know that you get nervous for your first days. Best way for me to teach you how to be brave and do things that make you uncomfortable is to show you that I'm doing those and I'm being brave. And even though I'm nervous, I can admit that I'm nervous, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do it and we're gonna be brave. So I'm gonna go now because I'm running late like always. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys how that workout went and kind of give you my tips in case anybody is really struggling with lunges as well like I am. I found that really, really helped for me. Yeah, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not certified in all of this. It's just kind of tips of what is helping me along the way. But yeah, that's it for right now. Happy Thursday. It is August 8th. So yesterday I started work, or I did like my meeting thing where it was like orientation and like some trainings that I had to do, but I had nothing to be worried about, like, and I knew that also, like, I knew that I had nothing to be worried about. Anyways, today we are here at the gym at 4:04 in the morning. I've been listening to Assistant to the Villain, and I know I probably mentioned it yesterday, and it's good, but I keep tuning out. It's a good book, but I don't know if I'm just like not in the mood for it, because I would have been done with an audiobook by now, but I'm not. And yesterday I didn't listen to it at all here in the gym. Oh yeah. Enough chit chat, let's go work out. We're doing upper bodies, so let's go do that. It's 5:26. Can we just talk about how good the soundtrack for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is? It's so good. I forgot how good that soundtrack was, and I listened to it the whole time when I was in the gym. It was really good. I am gonna get some more water in, and then I'm gonna start cleaning. I'm also brainstorming some ideas for dinner today. I've been really craving some green beans, so I'm thinking about making some green beans, garlicky, salt and pepper green beans, with some avocado, some chicken, and then sweet potatoes. Like that just sounds so good. So I think that that's what I'm making for dinner. So I'm probably gonna clean here, get ready, get my son ready. It's his first day of school, 2nd grade. So I'm gonna get him ready. And after work, we have a dog walk. So after that, we're gonna probably go to the store and get those ingredients. Today in the gym, I tried to really focus on form, just like yesterday. So I actually lowered my weight on a few different exercises that I was doing and really tried to just work on my form. And then in the app, it shows you what muscles are working, where you should be feeling the burn, as I call it, the burn. So I really tried to slow down my movement and lower the weight just to focus on the form. And if I wasn't feeling it, targeting the muscles that it showed on the app, then I would kind of start over and slow it down a little bit more and really try to focus my mind to that muscle. So mind to muscle connection, which I know it sounds kind of crazy, but if you really think about it, like you can, if you really focus, you can target like your muscles and see, I don't know, but okay, it's about to be 5:30, so let's get started on some cleaning and then go get my little boy ready for his first day. I'm so nervous for him. Okay, all right. Another morning, another early morning car talk. It is 4:07 and we are at the gym and we are gonna go get a leg workout in. I am actually really tired today. Like my eyes don't even want to open. My eyes just feel dry and tired. So there's that. I do have an Alani's. Should I crack it open? I'm gonna crack it open. Oh my god, it's so early though. I don't like drinking energy drinks this early. I feel like my first week isn't that bad. Okay, today's Friday, so happy Friday. I don't even know if I said that. But my week isn't that bad. I think it's more the fact that like I don't come straight home. I don't come straight home. I still do my dog walks, and so I've been doing my dog walks whenever I am done with work. From 3 to 4 I'm doing a dog walk. I think I'm just like exhausted from like the heat. Later today I'm so excited because I'm gonna go do a audiobook and paint night at my local bookstore, which is really exciting. I don't feel like I do those things very often, so I'm trying to get out more and put myself out there more and do more things. And I don't know what audiobook we'll be listening to, but it sounds really cool because we'll be listening to an audiobook all together, and then we will also be doing some painting. Dang, there's more people showing up. I'm gonna get going now, guys. I gotta go work out. Okay, bye. Happy Saturday. It is 4:37 We just made it to the gym. I'm a little bit later today, but it's totally fine. Oscar actually has the day off, so it's okay. I don't need to be back like super early like I normally do. We are working out upper body today. I haven't even finished Assistant to the Villain this week. And again, it's not that it's a bad book. I just think I'm not in the mood for it. I really don't even know what I'm in the mood for 1,000 Boy Kisses, but I haven't had the time to sit down and read it, and it's literally sitting on my kitchen table. I have to read it because all of my book club has already started it and they're liking it. Like, they're all really liking it so far. And I'm in chapter like 2, I think, or I just entered chapter 3. Oh, happy last day. Today is our last day of our 6-week program, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited for that. Okay, it's getting late, so I'm gonna go work out now. Alrighty, it's really cold today. Why am I procrastinating going in there? It's not even busy. It's not even anything. It's just, I think I'm waiting for my energy drink to kick in. So I'm just chatting while it kicks in. Hey guys, so you know what? No, we're not going to chat anymore. Okay, alrighty then. I'm going to go inside and I'll see you guys in there. Guys, we finished. So finally, the 6-week program in the Alive app, Legs Get It, with Whitney Simmons, is finally complete. I finished the whole 6 weeks and I'm so proud of myself. The very first weeks, when I was looking for a plan to actually stick to, I was in a super fitness or life slump where I didn't want to work out. Everything about working out just didn't sound appealing to me. So I started running, and then that really got me motivated to start lifting weights again because I would come to the gym. It was really hot sometimes. So I would come to the gym to do my running here on the treadmill. And then like just getting back in the gym environment made me really excited to start lifting again. That's when I started trialing different apps for fitness. And I trialed a different one, and then I trialed this one. And the reason why I decided to stick with this app, which is the Alive app, is because on the first week of the program that I was on, I did mention that I really liked what Whitney Simmons stood for. I love that she's like all about not just fitness but like mental health as well. I loved her story, her interviews. I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her as a fitness influencer. I started watching all her videos and I was like, you know what, like she is resonating with my soul right now. And so I decided to join her fitness app because the one that I was using before was great, but I feel like it served its purpose and I feel like I just wasn't enjoying it anymore and I wanted to switch things up a little bit. So I'm so glad that I tried it and that I stuck with it. This is why I try and go for a program that is not as lengthy. There's some that are like 12 weeks. There's some that are like longer, but I just feel like I feel so accomplished when I finish the workout. And so I try to get myself back into a fitness routine by starting a plan that's not
crazy. I knew 6 weeks wasn't a lot. It was a month and a half. And so I tried it and I fell in love with it. And I'm really, really loving this app so much right now. I am journaling, not every day, but I am doing the journaling part of this app. I feel like a whole new woman. I feel so great compared to like the first few days of the program, especially compared to the days prior to the program. I feel like a brand new woman and I feel so proud. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna go home now because I'm just sitting here and there's someone parked next to me and I feel like I'm yelling and I feel like they can hear me. So I'm gonna get going now, go home, clean up, and then I'll do my monthly wrap up. Not my monthly wrap up, this isn't a book video. I'll do my weekly wrap up at home when I get there.
But yeah, this one actually.
Okay, we've reached the end of this video and we've also reached the end of the 6-week program. Like I said in the car a little bit earlier, I was really looking for a fitness app that was gonna get me back into the gym, back into loving lifting, back into wanting to move my body, because for a very long time I was just having a hard time wanting to work out. And I knew that I liked working out. I knew that going to the gym, moving my body was gonna make me feel better, but just the thought of that alone wasn't enough to get me out the door and into the gym. I really just wanted to discipline myself again and just start working out. This program really did it for me. I think it was just so simple. It was the fact that there weren't so many workouts, and that was my biggest problem, is especially because going back to work, I also started work this week. I always thought it was gonna be so hard to work out lower body at a certain time in the morning. I thought it was gonna take longer than it actually was taking. And that was because of the previous programs that I was doing. It was taking a lot of time because the workouts were tons of workouts per day. So this one was only about 4 to 5 workouts per day. And I just loved it. I loved how simple it was. Like I was saying in the car, I also love what Whitney Simmons stands for. So that's why I decided to give her app a try and stick to it, because the other ones that I had been trialing, they're kind of more like a big platform where a lot of trainers just kind of throw their programs into it, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I love that she took her time creating this app and she made it exactly what she wanted it to be. You can even just tell by the app, the illustrations, it's so beautiful. You can just tell it's really like aesthetic-y, and she takes her time with it, and that's something that I appreciate a lot. The fact that she cares about it so much, and you can tell by her work. That's all. Like, I was sold. I can't believe that 6 weeks ago she actually liked one of my posts on Instagram. I don't know if she ever even watched the video, but if she did, like, how cool is that? How cool is that? Wow. That's crazy. We've completed the program. My first day back at work was, I'm not gonna lie, I think that working out in the morning really helped me with all my nerves that I was feeling at the beginning of the week. I was really nervous about starting work again. I was also really like stressed out because of all the back to school shopping. Oh my gosh, guys, and then one thing that happened. Okay, so we started school, everything was fine, right? And then I try on my clothes that I've had and it's not fitting. A long time ago, I was not okay with seeing numbers on a scale. Me and food never had a healthy relationship, and I feel like that has changed. So for me, seeing myself, even when I was pregnant, seeing myself like gain weight was so hard for me. Like mentally, like it was so hard for me. And so I feel like I'm finally now in a place where I'm okay gaining weight. I'm okay with it. I don't want to restrict myself, and I just want to feel good in my body. And so I'm okay with gaining weight. Like I weighed myself in the gym and it didn't freak me out. My body fluctuates so much depending on the cycle that I'm in. So right now I am on my menstrual cycle. The days prior to my menstrual cycle, I was so bloated. I've noticed, especially since I started kind of tracking my cycle, I noticed that has happened before, because I know that happened a few weeks ago in a different video that I filmed, and I was so bloated, like everything hurt. I felt really uncomfortable. I have been more mindful of what I'm eating, and I think that's helped, but that was really hard for me in the mornings because I'm thinking like, wow, like I'm working out, like what's going on? But I think that when you do research and when you start learning more about there being more to just gaining weight, I think that your mind handles it a little bit more different, because before then I would have had a meltdown. I would have been so depressed, but I was thinking to myself and reminding myself it's okay, bodies fluctuate. And so I just tried on more clothes. I was able to do it more calmly than I would have before. I'm still learning, okay? I'm still trying to get to know my body and what it likes and what it doesn't like, what I can eat and what I should stay away from. But I had so much energy, and I love working with kindergarten. They're so cute. I've only seen them twice, okay? So I've only worked with them Thursday and Friday, and they have already just made their way into my heart. And oh my god, okay, I'm gonna start getting all emotional, but I really did like working with the kindergarten, and I'm so glad. And my teacher is great, and so I had nothing to be worried about this week. Vinny handled his first day really good. He had a little friend. Vinny was a little bit upset, and he was stressed out, but Vinny is one that will silently cry, so he's like trying to hold it in, but his tears come out. And so he was there, and he was silently like crying. He was trying to get it together, taking his deep breaths, but then his friend saw him, and his friend comes up to him, and he's like, "Oh, Vinny." And his mom was there watching, and I stood away. I gave them their space, and the little boy came up to Vinny. He's like, "Oh, Vinny, like, it's okay, Vinny." Like, they were in the same class, and they hung out this summer. He's like, "It's okay, Vinny. Like, everything's okay. We have each other, and we're gonna hang out." And like me and the mom just look at each other, and like our hearts are melting because those are our boys, and we're raising good boys. Like, how cute was that for him to come up to Vinny and not make fun of him, but he gave him a hug. He put his little arm around Vinny. He's like, "It's okay, Vinny. Come on, let's go play." And Vinny's like, "Okay," and he left and he went. And so ever since then, like, Vinny's been having good days at school. I mean, his first 2 days were fine. His second day at school was great, so he's doing really good. We have nothing to be worried about. Sometimes we just overthink, but everything works out in our favor. Everything's working out. That's that. Let's get into the likes and dislikes of this week's workout. So for my like, actually, I have my laptop right here. Sometimes I do so many workouts that I forget which one I liked. Oh, no, I remember this one. The one that I really liked was the single leg hip thrust. I fell in love with those this year, and those were introduced to me this year, and I'm loving them so much. I love the way that each leg gets its own moment to shine with the weight, and the other leg can't really help it because the other leg is just not touching the ground at all. I love how each of my legs can shine and just push itself to its limit and beyond its limit. So I really enjoy those, and those I think overall were one of my favorites for this whole program that I was doing. I just fell in love with those. Those were actually so fun, even though I'm like breathing heavy and I'm sweating and I'm so red, I'm huffing and puffing. They were amazing. I really enjoyed those. I hope that I get to do those more with the Legs Get It phase 2 in the Alive app. That's the program that I'm starting next. So those were my absolute favorite throughout the whole program. So let's get into my not so favorite. Not so favorite, I liked them, but they were also not. I just didn't like them as much. It was hard to feel and target the area. The wide and high seated row. I always have a hard time saying that. Wide and high seated row. Those ones were a little bit hard for me. I want to say maybe it was the attachment, and also I think that because I'm a little bit shorter, when the cable machine was all the way down and I was trying to row up, I think that my body was just not elevated enough for me to be able to go up high and actually feel it. And so for that one, I had them last week also, so I had to lower the weight. I'm thinking that if I do have those again, I might have to sit on a plate or two. That way I am a little bit more elevated, because I've tried doing it on the actual seat, but it's the same problem. When you're on the seat and I'm rowing, it's kind of more designed for you to pull back instead of pull back and up. And like that just feels uncomfortable. So that was probably my least favorite, but I did like that I tried and I challenged myself, even though I felt a little bit silly trying them, but it's okay because we all start somewhere and we all learn. But that's it for this week. I think one big takeaway from this week was learning that it's okay if you have to go lower on the weight. Even though last week you were pushing 15s, 25s, and now you have to go down to 12 and a half. Totally fine, because we need to fix our form, and that's something I learned when I went back to school. We were learning how to type really fast. The teacher said, slow down. Don't try to go fast because you're just making mistakes. So instead of making mistakes, learn it the right way. Go slow and speed will come naturally. So instead of trying to go super fast at the beginning, making all these mistakes, slow down. Try to get less mistakes, the least mistakes that you can, and
speed comes with time. So that's something that stuck with me, and that was like years ago, and that literally stuck with me. It engraved into like my brain, and every time that I'm learning new things, I'm always trying so hard not to stress over it, not to go so fast, because the speed comes. So same with lifting. You're gonna be able to lift heavier. You will be able to. It's just that right now we're focusing on form, and we're focusing on being able to target those muscles, because then we don't want an injury. Like I've said before, we don't want an injury, and then that's gonna take us out of the gym for a long period of time, and then what? Now we're like, oh man, like now I can't go to the gym, and then it's harder to get back to the gym when you're recovered from that injury. Let's take our time. It's okay if someone next to you is pushing bigger weights, pulling bigger weights. It's okay. We're all on our journey. Let's slow it down, even with your little 5s, your little 10s. When I do the RDLs on the barbell, I feel silly. Like those little weights that I use, there's other gyms that use like the big rubber ones, and so they're big plates, even though they're like less weight, but I feel so silly using them. And also I feel like it's kind of bad for my form, because the weights, I have to like really lower them to the ground, because the weights are like this big, you know? And so like they touch the ground, and I feel like I'm bending too much, instead of like using the bigger ones where you don't have to bend as low to pick it up or for the weight to hit the ground. Anyways, I feel silly using those little ones, especially when there's like people around me that are like big, and you know, so I feel silly using the little 5, the little 10 pounds that are like literally you could see that I'm using little weights. But it's totally fine. We all learn, and eventually I'll be one that's using like the 45s and doing my RDLs with that. And so it's totally fine. So please remember to always be gentle with yourself. Please remember that things take time, and it's okay. We have to be patient. So totally fine. So that's the end of the video. I've been talking for too long. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on these 6 weeks. Thank you guys so much for tuning into these videos, liking them, and commenting. I really love when you guys comment. It just makes me so happy, and I'm just so grateful. So thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you guys again really soon. We are starting a new challenge, which is the 75 soft. So I'm kind of taking notes. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Taking notes to see what I want to show you guys. If I want to show you guys 7 days a week, 5 days a week, do like 5-day increments or 7-day increments, but that's for a different video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys again really soon on the next one. Bye.